What's up, everybody? I am the free-to-play Padawan. I love Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, but I hate spending money on mobile games. And I'm here to show you how to dominate this game without even spending a dime. And I just had to tap into my animalistic side just because I'm so excited about the new year, you guys. I got this Wookie mask for Christmas from my loving family, and I'm super excited about it. And that's not the only thing I got for Christmas. I have been told by the Jedi Council that once my channel did well enough that I would be given my first lightsaber. And it has happened, you guys. It has happened. I've gotten my first lightsaber. It's not what I expected. It's a little bit smaller than I expected, but here it is. It's like the noisy cricket from Men in Black. It's like a lightsaber dagger. I love it. I love it. No, this is a lightsaber chopsticks. I've got some more of them somewhere. Let's see, I'm not sure if I haven't activated that one. If I activated this one, what colors? That's the same color. I want to show you guys all my new toys here. There we go. There we go. We got the red and the blue. Chopsticks. Chopsticks for anybody who likes to eat with chopsticks. Got some lightsaber chopsticks over here. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm super excited to see all you guys. The chat is already blowing up. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Brian Thompson says, love the mask. Happy New Year. Not even a noob, man. Yeah, Jedi Wookie. Man, I tell you what, that Wookie mask did a number on my luscious locks. Oh my goodness. Yeah, a Jedi Wookie. A Jedi Wookie Padawan. Your nephew got the same chopsticks? Awesome. Awesome. Well, apparently whoever gave him a gift had some good taste. Well, you guys, if this is your first stream, welcome to an extension of Free-to-Play Nation. Free-to-Play Nation is a community of like-minded individuals who are all trying to help each other grow in the game, and we're encouraging each other, we're giving each other strategies and ideas, asking questions, swapping mod ideas. Often it's about mods. Just there's some people that are brand new to the game, and they're still bringing this fresh perspective that I've never thought. I've been playing this game almost since it came out. So we have we have some players that have been playing for a long time. We got some brand new players, and everybody's just excited and having a blast in this game. And this stream is designed to show you how to take an account from day one. We've been recording this all the way since day one. We're on day 219 now. Day 219, and it's showing you how to build an account free to play in the game to try to be competitive with people who are paying to play. So just right now in the arena, we are barely staying in the top 100. We are facing, quite a few good teams. We got some relics. This is a relatively new shard. We got some Jedi Revens. We got a lot of trooper teams, and the trooper teams are tough to beat, let me tell you. But this is what we got going on. Not even a noob says nice saber. Oh, you made it, Sweet 1825 minutes after midnight. Thank you so much for staying up to at least say hi and start off the stream. I'm so excited you're not here. I'm so excited you're here and you're not even a noob. That's awesome. Welcome. It's always exciting to have brand new people to the stream. And this is what we got going on so far. We got some Geos. We're pushing our Geos, especially the ones that are pilots, because we are trying to do well in Fleet Arena. We're also pushing a Bosk for the same reason, and we're pushing a Tarkin for the same reason. Almost everybody that we've geared up so far, we've geared them up for fleets, but they have function elsewhere in the game. So the two main teams we've got right now is the Geonosian team is almost done. I want to get at least Brood Alpha to Relic. I think I'm going to take Poggle to Relic as well. And a Padme team is the next big focus for me. We've got all their Zetas, but they're still in the purple gear, so they've got a lot of room to grow, you guys. It seems like the purple gear eventually will just kind of come, right? The game will just kind of give it to you, so you can kind of gear up most people. Maybe like Rex here, maybe they'll have one piece that you need to do a little farming for. But it's this gold gear taking them to relics. That's the real grind of the game. That is the real grind of the game. Especially since they made the gear changes, it's made this a lot better. We've got some bounty hunters. We've got some clones coming up to try to do better in the raids. We've got our Phoenix squad. We're still working on our Phoenix squad. We don't have our Thrawn 7 stars yet. We're just having a big old time. We are having a big old time. And speaking of fleet, this is our main focus. We're at rank number 8. Free to play, and we are trying to get our top 5 every day. I've already done one battle today, but as you guys can see, we are facing basically all malevolences. There we are with our Tarkin right there. Had the perfect shred swapped to a mace because he's trying to make it easier on other people to climb. But we've got negotiators and mostly malevolences. Here's another Tarkin right here. So with Tarkin and the Geos, we are able to stay top 5 most days. Lately, I had one day yesterday I couldn't make top 5. I think I was number 8 or something. I tried all 5 attempts. All 5 attempts failed. So let's hope it goes better tonight. And that is why I am gearing. Who I am gearing is to try to make this better. Spy is already relic. Soldier's already relic. Houndstooth is already relic. We still need this last star. We are working on this last star right now. We've got Sunfac in the reinforcements, Vulture Droid, and Plo under Tarkin, and we're working on this last star for Tarkin. I have decided the next time the Tarkin event comes around, I will be buying a refresh because that costs 800 crystals, and we're missing out on crystals every day that we don't make top 5, and if my Tarkin was faster, I think we would have a better time of it. Alright, the game feels a little bit laggy. Hopefully it's not bad for you guys. Let's see here. All right. So, we always taunt with our Houndstooth first. They pretty much always go after Spy. And the worst case scenario is when they put the buff immunity on him, because then they can do this follow-up attack with the Hyena Bomber, and they can kill the Spy outright. So let's see if we can get an ability block on that Hyena Bomber. We did not. Hopefully Spy survives. Okay, so this case, he decided to go after Houndstooth instead of Spy. That's just plain RNG. There's nothing we do to control that, but that's getting a little bit lucky for us, and we will take the luck. Now what's about to happen is his Sunfac is about to stun my... Oh, he didn't use his stun ability. Interesting. Well, let's keep working on this Hyena Bomber. The Hyena Bomber... Oh, there goes our Spy. Doggone it. Doggone it. Alright, well, in this case, we lost our Spy. Normally we, I should have gone back over here. Normally we bring in Plo Koon to try to rescue our Spy. But in this case, our Spy's gone. So we're going to bring in our damage. We've got additional tanking, healing, and damage. It's kind of like the 3 focuses of our reinforcements. We got to get this Hyena Bomber out. Oh, lots of dodges. Well, no, the dodges are come because of the blind. Vulture Droid, when he comes in, is really nice. We got the Hyena Bomber out. We're about to lose our damage, though. Let's see if we can put some damage on Sunfac. Come on, get him out. Yes, he's out of there. Okay, this is good. This is good. It's not ideal because we still have a taunt on our damage. But this is the real Vulture Droid. This is the fake Vulture Droid. You can tell by how much health and protection they have, but you can also tell if you push and hold on them, it does not say summon. And if you push and hold on this one, it says summon right here. So if you're looking for the real Vulture Droid, you want to push and hold on it until it does not say summon right there. We got to kill the real one. We don't want to attack Spy with any baby hits. And Houndstooth hits kind of like a baby hit. So we don't want to hit Spy with a baby hit, because when we hit him, he's going to go stealth, and we're going to have to wait till his next turn to get him. Alright, there goes our Vulture. You know, he is about to take a turn anyway. So let's go ahead and get a hit, even though it's going to be a baby hit. Ooh, okay. Let's see if we can get this Vulture out of here. We got to get another reinforcement in here for sure. See, when he takes his turn, he comes out as stealth. So let's put a stun on Spy. This is the last real ship. So if we can kill this ship, then we get the W. There we go. So that's number 4. We're going to see if we can make it to number 2 here in a few minutes. But basically, we just go through, we do our dailies, we do our grand arena, we do everything that you would normally do when you're playing an account, and I'll encourage everybody to ask questions if they have any suggestions or ideas on how we could do things better. We are a Padawan. We are not a master. We are experienced, but we are open to learn and be taught, and we want to teach you guys everything that we know, everything that we've learned from playing this game, which we love. Want to teach you guys. And apparently I'm speaking about myself as plural, which is weird. That's a weird thing to do. That is a weird thing to do, but it's okay. All right, so we have a bunch of energy. Let's spend some energy. We take the crystals that we get from Fleet Arena and we buy a bunch of refreshes with it. We buy all 3 regular energy refreshes, 1 Cantina, and then all 3 mod and all 3 fleet. And that will let us grow as quickly as possible, farming as much gear and as many characters as possible. So that's all the purchases that we do. And you can see it takes a big chunk. We were over 2,000 and now we're down to 1,500. But you got to spend money to make money, right? Oh my gosh. I think the game cannot handle the crystal purchases. It can't handle the crystal purchases, so we might have to pull this bad boy back up. Let me grab a swig of water here while this computer is thinking about what it wants to do. It's already crashed on me once today, and if it's crashing again, that makes me a little nervous for this grand arena. Coleman Trebor says, speaking about yourself in plural is something kings and queens do. Well, that's certainly not me. That's certainly not me. We don't want to do anything that royalty does. Yuck. We are not royalty. Okay, so we're going to restart this bad boy. You guys get a little look at behind the scenes. You guys get a lot of behind-the-scenes looks these days. I should probably get some kind of a screen that I can send you to. But in case you're wondering, I use Streamlabs to stream with. Pluralis Majestus. I guess that's Latin for multiple majesty or something. I don't know. But I need to stop talking about myself in the plural, because I am a noob. Not even a noob is not even a noob, but I am a noob, unfortunately. All right, let's get this game back up. Well, I hope everybody had fun over the holidays. We didn't have as many streams during the Christmas and New Year's. Did you guys get anything exciting for Christmas like I did with my lightsaber chopsticks and my Wookie face mask? Did you guys get anything exciting? And did you do anything fun for New Year's? You guys go to any parties or stay up, shoot any fireworks off? I don't know what the traditions and customs are where you're from. I would be very interested to know where you're from and what you did. I know here in the U.S. it's customary to, it's pretty boring actually, to stay up and watch the ball drop in New York City. I think it's New York City. I don't even know now that I'm saying it. They have a big ball that drops in the middle of the city. Everybody counts down 10, 9, 8 to the new year all the way until 0. And then it's the new year and everybody cheers. So you either go to New York City and do it or you watch it on TV. But you also shoot off fireworks, hang out with your friends, play some games. We went and played some games with some friends. Coleman Trebor says, it can be used as well for someone who holds an office. Okay. My name can have 2 meanings. Help me understand, not even a noob. What are the 2 meanings of your name, sir? Did it pull back up here? Let's see, is it showing connected properly? What if we kill this one? And will it switch over? Yes, okay, we're switched back over. We are switched back over. We're spending this energy. Night Snipe said, I got some money and chocolate. Whoa! I'm saving up for a decent gaming PC. Nice, man. Nice. Well, I hope you get it. I don't know anything about how to make a decent gaming PC. I'm doing all this on a laptop that I got from Staples. There's nothing decent or gaming about my setup. Someday I'd like to get something like that. What are you wanting to play, Night Snipe, on your gaming PC? Oh, not even a noob. You got your PC for... Wow, you got a PC for Christmas. Amazing. Amazing. That's a nice gift. Money toward a PC is nice. A whole PC is nice. Night Snipe says fireworks are illegal where you are, but there's a firework event on the water each year. Well, chances are the firework event is much better than anything you could put on anyway. But it's fun to shoot off your own fireworks. It's fun to be right there where the explosion goes off. We were shooting off fireworks, and my buddy had gotten some pretty big fireworks. So I was like I was helping him shoot them off, so I was watching them. But all the debris from the fireworks was like coming down in my eyes. So I was like watching the fireworks through my hands. I should have had some sunglasses or something on. That would have been smart. Safety glasses. Safety glasses would have been a good idea. Okay, squads. We're spending this energy. This is where our current farms, our hard battles. We're going for Darth Sion. He is a bonus character. What we're actually going for is this ship because we are farming SLKR, farming the ships for the finalizer, and this ship is required. Brian Thompson says, I built a gaming PC before. It's not too hard and a lot cheaper than buying one. Okay. We shot a bunch of different guns. Ooh, nice, Brian. That sounds like a thing to do around here, you guys. Brian's my buddy at work, and so we have the same traditions around here. Night Snipe. I usually play Call of Duty, but I've been enjoying the 2 Spider-Man games on the PS4 recently. Man, a Spider-Man game where you're like swinging and your webs all through the city. It seems like if you had a gaming PC, that would be like super smooth and the graphics would be really good. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. A Spider-Man game on a gaming PC. But Call of Duty, that's kind of the standard, isn't it? That's kind of the standard. Get a good system and get good at the game. I was never good at Call of Duty. I had fun, but I was never top tier. I already did this one for today. I remember growing up, I used to always want. I was better at video games than my friends, right? Because all my friends were like not nerds, and I was. So I was better than my friends at video games. And so when online gaming came out, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to find out. Am I good? Am I better than other people? No, I'm not good. I'm not good. I found out pretty quick that I don't know what you got to have to be like a Call of Duty ninja, but I don't have it. I do not have it. I enjoy those games, but I think I'm going to stick to games like this that aren't live action. It's more strategy and thinking and planning and stuff. 6 Wicked shards today. I love it. I love it. Wicked is the one that's holding us up from getting our Ewoks up and running. Let's see. Okay, we already farmed him. So we always farm 5 hard battles. We're farming Scion, Droideka, Jango. These are both for finalizer ships, and the characters themselves are a big bonus. Wicket for C-3PO for gas, and to go with our Padme team, and then Hyena Bomber to go with our Malevolence fleet when we unlock it. We're farming a lot of ships early on. To me, fleet in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is something that if you get it behind you early and you pursue it early, it's like taking your medicine or eating your vegetables early on. It's like you're going to grow up big and strong someday if you go for the stuff that you don't really want to go for first, and then you go for the flashy stuff later. If you have a good foundation of ships, especially now that they took crystals out of the squad arena, but they're still in the fleet arena currently, if you go for ships early in your account, you will be building a stronger account later and growing more quickly. Night Snipe says, yeah, you're very good at planning. Well, I appreciate it, sir. Hey, you got to be good at something, right? You got to be good at something. How are we doing at Paplu? Okay, we're getting close. Look at this. We have not unlocked Paplu, so we need all 330 shards. Come on. We're going to get him tonight. It's tonight the night. 16 shards. What do we need? 3 more. We've got 3 tries. Come on, baby. Ah! No. No. I don't have enough crystals for this, but we're doing it anyway. We're going to finish Paplu tonight. Let's do 4 at a time. 2. Oh, come on. Okay, 2 at a time. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yes. Paplu is done. 331. And now we're switching back to relic materials because, y'all, we are hurting. We have 2 characters that are gear 12 that are only missing either 1 piece of gear or 2 pieces of gear, and we do not have these relic materials. We're going to start with this one. I'm going to try to get this bad boy up to like I don't know, 300 or something. Certainly not tonight. But try to get this amount of materials up to like 300, and then we're going to get a stockpile of these and a stockpile of these. These we already have a small stockpile of, but it's not enough. We got to get it up. We got to get more of those materials. Night Snipe, why don't you promote Droideka? You're going to get a ton of Shard Shop currency. I think that's a great idea. And there's a couple other characters that we can do that with. We've got a little bit of credits right now. In general, I only do it when I need to, because credits are scarce. If you work on your mods a lot, credits are scarce. Look at this, Magna Guard. 298 out of 100. Let's do that. Let's promote him up. There we go. Alright, let's do Droideka. Oh yeah, 370 out of 100. Let's do it. That's going to be a lot. And who else? Who else? We've actually got enough to do Grievous at 7 stars. I'm not promoting these droids because I haven't started putting my main focus on this team yet. But it doesn't hurt anything. It just costs credits. It just costs credits. All right. Who else is like ready to give me a bunch? Kylo, 688 out of 25. Should we do it? How many credits do we have? 18. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do Kylo and then we'll stop, and then we will go see how much of this currency we got. Obviously, we need to do crew for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. He's got to be Relic 7, so this is certainly not a waste. We got all those shards for crew while we were trying to get his ship 7 stars. All right. Let's go see how we did, you guys. You ready? 13. Oh my goodness gracious. 270, 383, 198, and a couple of bonus ones. 13,000. Awesome. I've never had that much of this currency on this account. That's amazing. Okay, let's keep spending our energy, and then we're going to hop into those shops. All right, on mods, currently we are going for potency mods. We've been farming slicing materials for what feels like forever, and we've been farming them in order to get our fleet pilots with all 6-dot mods. Even though the mods that they had on them weren't the greatest, if you 6-dot their mods, that makes their ships a good bit better. So we were wanting to get those ships up and going because we're trying to, everything we're doing is fighting for those crystals. Fighting for the crystals. If we fight for the growth, then the whole account will benefit. All right, here in fleets, we are farming Boba Fett's ship. He's getting pretty close. He is getting close. And then we are farming 3 people from number 5. We're farming Shakti. We are, 6 shards for Shakti. I love to see it. No shards. Okay, they got me on that one. No shards for B1. And Nest. Y'all gotta farm Nest. Gotta farm Nest. I love it. Coleman Trebor. Hurts to see a Traya that can be upgraded. Also, don't forget Fleet Arena. Ooh, you're right. You're right. Thank you, Coleman. Let's see. I think we're ready. Villas, hello there. General Kenobi. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I'm so excited about all the new people that have been joining lately. Free to Play Nation. Get stronger with every new acquisition. Okay, so when you're fighting an enemy fleet, it's starting to go slow. I'm nervous. It might crash. If it crashes, oh well. When you're fighting an enemy fleet and Houndstooth is on the field, if you attack anybody but Houndstooth, then Houndstooth is going to get turn meter and he'll get to his taunt immediately. So if you want to try to like snipe somebody out, then you need to do a basic on Houndstooth. I'm going to illustrate it. Do a basic with your capital ship. And then let's say we wanted to snipe this guy out, which is fine because the Malevolence already has a good bit of turn meter. Let's say we wanted to snipe this guy out. Then that lets us get access to who we want to snipe out instead of having the Houndstooth taunt immediately. I used to think the Houndstooth was just wicked fast and it would taunt before I could attack who I wanted to attack. But I have since learned that that's not the case. Houndstooth gets turn meter when you attack anybody but him. So That's one way you can manipulate it to be able to do spies, mass assist on whoever you want. We are going to put this damage over here on Hyena Bomber. Let's keep the damage flowing. We have Vulture Droid specifically to counter Houndstooth. When Vulture Droid does his special attack, Houndstooth should get buff immunity. And that lets us do good damage to him. With the buff immunity, he will not be able to get his purple protection. See how this purple protection is keeping our Houndstooth fully up and running? This is a buff right here. So when you put the bonus protection, when you put the buff immunity on him, you can attack him and he doesn't get that bonus protection. And you see how effective it is. We only got one attack on him and it almost killed him. Because he wasn't, look at how my guy's not taking the same, he's not taking damage the same way. I mean, they're getting to his health and they're getting to his protection, but it is much slower process. This feels like a solid win. We have, this guy is a summon, this guy is a summon, and Sun Fac is about to taunt, so as long as we can kill them before they get another reinforcement out, oh my gosh, they just came out of nowhere and killed my soldier. Hello. They're about to get another reinforcement. If I still had my soldier, oh no, it's another summon. So all we have to do is kill the real ship. When we kill the real ship, the whole thing is over. So let's just bring in Sun Fac, and then we'll do Sun Fac special, and that'll do it. That'll do it. Thank you, Coleman, for the Fleet Arena reminder. Thank you very much. All right, so that's our second fleet battle. So far, so good. We are not able to go for number one. I didn't even try to go for number one because even in our very young fleet, it's like, I don't know, 6 months old. The fleet itself is like 6 months, 7 months old. Somebody's already got a 7-star Executor. And ever since they got that Executor, they've been sitting at number one. They have not been moved. As far as I know, nobody, even with all these malevolences, nobody can displace them from number one. And they are not in our Fleet Arena Discord. We have a Fleet Arena Discord. They are not there. They are not there. Night Snipe says, nice. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, let's do a few more dailies. We're grabbing these challenges. We are so low on these ability materials, you guys. We are so low. And plus, all this gear is amazing. 16 ability mats is huge for us right now. Believe it or not, those purples, we're so low on those. And this is Fleet Arena. So we have a little bit of regular and fleet left over. Let's claim some dailies because this is going to give us a little more energy. And then we will... Wow, that's almost all the dailies that we claimed there. 12 people on the stream. Awesome. Very cool. Well, I'm so glad to have all you guys with us. Thank you so much for all the support. Okay, our regular energy is going towards Tarkin. We are trying to get this finisher piece. And y'all know, these pieces right here, these Chirotech, you need a bunch of these. You need a bunch of these. We got 3. We'll take it. We will take it. We have 196 fleet energy, and the fleet energy is going towards our boy Brood Alpha. He needs these too, but we're going to be giving them to Tarkin first because Tarkin is our fleet commander, and we need him to get up to relics. We need every little bit of help that we can get. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. Look at this. We have a chance to do a little bit of damage in this raid. We got to take it. Our guild just whoosh, just kills this raid real fast. I can't believe it's still around after it's been available for 3 hours. But we do not have a good team for tier 3. In fact, the team we have is really bad for tier 3, but we're going to do it anyway. Let's take our Geos in. Belaya says, executors are not nice when they aren't cooperating. Indeed. Indeed. But on the flip side, I love playing this game without spending any money. And if there weren't people that spent a bunch of money on the game, I couldn't play for free. So I will say to him, I salute you. You deserve number one. You paid for it and you should get it. But I'm coming for you. As soon as I get my Malevolence up and running and that counter up and running, I'm coming for him. And I'm going to beat that Executor someday. All right, you guys. This is a terrible, terrible team to fight Traya. But just so you guys know, The goal is to topple Traya by killing the 3 lightsabers as quickly as you can. I don't know if these guys can take tenacity down. Let's see. No, they can't. All right, so I'm going to use Soldier's assist. Let's do a little AoE. Yikes. The game is freezing. Don't do me this way. Man, no, nice snipe. You didn't, Breeny, you didn't miss the GAC yet. Hello, friends. What's up today? Have you missed the GAC? Did it recover? I think it might have recovered. No, it's still super laggy. It is still super laggy. Well, let's see if we can push through it. Let's get the taunt up over here. Now that she's toppled, see, every time we attack, we get stacks of this Bonds of Weakness, and that includes assists. So we were stacking the Bonds of Weakness really hard. When an enemy uses an ability, gain 1 stack damage all enemies based on the stack count, and enemies can't heal above 90% if the stack count is 20 or greater. So basically, we're gonna give this to Spy. The more we attack, the more we're killing ourselves. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is not good. This is not good. Leah, what about the special button? When should one use it? That's a great question. Wow. I might have to back out of this and restart, but we'll talk about this right here. This button right here is a mechanic to set these stacks back to 0. So whenever you use it, it sets the stacks back to 0. So you can pretty much only use it 1 time per fight. So I like to use it when I know that, oh my goodness. When I know that I'm about halfway through my run. And by the time she stands up, I might get 1 more topple. I hope that it doesn't do this in the Grand Arena, you guys. I hope that it doesn't. I'm going to see if I can get a back out here so I can save my team. I don't normally do raid attempts on stream, but they're normally not available. They're normally not available. All right, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Just give me a little click over here and then a little retreat. This is what we need. Come on. Push through. But Leah, what that button does... And I'm just remembering here, this is probably not exactly right, but it takes all the offense from everybody on your team and it gives it to 1 character. And then it gives them, I think, 3 turns. It gives you other stats too, but the offense is the main thing you're concerned about. So you want to use it basically on your biggest damage dealer. Did it back out from that? Not without retreating? You want to use it on your biggest damage dealer at the point that it's important to reset the stacks. And then after that, the stacks are just going to stack back up, and then you're just going to die. So I'm going to try to use it on Spy, preferably in the situation right here where everybody's got offense up. In fact, it would probably behoove me to use it right now in this situation, even though I could potentially get another topple. If Spy gets a silent strike with everybody's offense added in, it could be nice. It could be nice. Night Snipe. Isn't there a button on the right in BlueStacks to get rid of some of that lag or something like that? I think you might be thinking of trim memory. Let's try that. Let's try trim memory. I don't know what it does, but I've heard people say click trim memory. Come on, retreat. I want to use these geos. I want to show everybody what the geos can do in a by the time we reload the game, this whole phase is probably gonna be gone. Oh, come on, please let me retreat. Come on, let me retreat. It's not working. It's not working. Okay. All right, let's close it. And let's minimize this, minimize this, minimize that. Click on this. Roger uses it a lot when you stream JAC. Okay, well, I will try that next time early on in the process. Maybe it'll save it. But I'm worried about this Grand Arena, you guys. I've heard other streamers have been having a lot of problems with blue stacks lately. I have my settings set the way that I think you're supposed to, but there may be something new. Something new may be out there that's helping us out with making it not lag. But even if we lost our geos there, which is fine, we'll come in with another team. I want to talk about that button and when to use it. But basically, you want to give it like one glorious moment where you get 3 turns in a row. The best thing is if you get somebody that can counterattack, because whenever anybody attacks them, they're going to counterattack and do extra damage to either the boss or the lightsabers. But you also want to make sure that Isolate from Traya is already out on the field, because if she isolates you, then you won't counterattack anymore. Kenny Kun, I was able to beat your arena team with a pretty average Empire team. Congratulations, man. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, the Geos are really weak to the Empire. For sure. For sure. Let's try to minimize this. I don't think that's going to make a difference. Donzo Long, I love this guy. You love Kenny Kun, or you love me? I hope it's me. I love you too. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get it to show properly. I think we're going to have to kill this again to make it show properly. There we go. All right. We're back. Let's jump back into this raid before anything else happens. Here we go. Here we go. Traya Daisy's on basic. Yes. But she doesn't have infinite potency, you know, so you could potentially have somebody with tenacity. Oh, we still got our team. Fantastic. Let's go back in. Let's go back in. Let's hope it's not the Geos that are breaking the game, breaking the raid. Let's go ahead and trim memory early. I don't know if it's going to do anything. We'll see. Okay, so let's hold this button and look at it. Okay, here we go. Face Darth Traya without relying on the strength of others. For 3 turns, this unit takes 50% less damage. Remove taunt effects from other allies, and they become suppressed. So everybody else goes like their stealth. Suppressed allies gain a portion of their stats based on their rolls. Tanks gain 100% tenacity, so this helps you to avoid that daze. It's not a guarantee, because 100% tenacity isn't a guaranteed avoidance. But attackers gain 100% offense. Supports or healers give 100% maximum health. Activating standalone removes the bonds of weakness, and this ability has a global cooldown and can only be used by each unit once. So it's possible that you can use it twice in a battle, depending on how your team is. Somebody like the Imperial Troopers might be able to use it twice, but honestly, the Imperial Troopers don't need it. In Phase 3, the Imperial Troopers are bosses and can rock and roll. Kenny Kun, it was a 3-star Mara Jade carry. Nice! I haven't even got my Mara Jade up and running. Oh man, I'm excited about getting that Mara Jade up and running. Leah, should we use that special button when Traya is toppled or no? No, unless she's about to come out of the topple. And the reason is because you take 3 turns in that state, in that status, and it's often a good. You're not adding stacks. So like let's attack. You see, we're gonna add stacks of the bonds of weakness when we attack. You're not adding stacks while she is toppled. So primarily, it is a bonds of weakness management tool. That's primarily functionally the thing that it is the most. It's a tool that helps you to manage the bonds of weakness and makes it to where they I'm going to give this to Soldier. Makes it to where they go back down. And so especially with somebody like the Geos, you want to let them stack up a little bit before you remove them. And right now, let's attack, and I'll demonstrate that when we attack, no bonds of weakness stacks are happening. This is just, to me, with a team like the Geos, this is just kind of free damage. Let's go ahead and silent strike. Do more attacking. Let's save the heal. Now the goal is we want to be able to topple her again when she comes up. But when she comes up, she's going to be doing the isolate ability, and there's no abilities on the field that will remove the isolate ability. So whoever gets isolated is just sorry out of luck. Just sorry out of luck. Let's go ahead and get the taunt on Sunfac. This will make him get isolated. It should. It depends on if they dispel him or not. But I'd rather let him get isolated. Ooh, yeah, he's okay. So now he's dispelled. So now she could isolate anybody. Okay, she isolated him anyway. That's good. That's good. Don Zeno Long, I'm better than him. Coleman Morgan, Imperial Troopers just have to topple her and then don't need to remove her stacks ever since she never gets back up. She never gets back up? That's insane. I've never actually used the Imperial Trooper counter, as you could tell, since I'm surprised. Okay. Get rid of him. Let's go ahead and pop a heal. We're going to damage ourselves again immediately afterwards because we are so, our stacks are so high. So my goal now is to topple her again and then use the ability kind of maybe right before she gets up with Spy. So I'm going to see if I can get back around to Spy. I don't know if I'll be able to. We're going to save the AoE. No, you know what? I better use it on Spy right here because I think that she's going to get another turn before Spy gets a turn. So we'll use the ability, remove these stacks, stand alone. Everybody else gets suppressed, and we're going to do a Silent Strike with Spy. 500,000 damage. Love it. All right, this what sucks is the stagger. Okay, there's still health stat sharing. That's good. So this is going to go on for 3 turns. And so far, I haven't gotten 1 turn. So Spy's not a good option. But I did get that 500,000 hit. Okay, now he's isolated. Okay, we get a turn. So let's try to use Spy's moves to topple. His basic cannot be avoided, so let's go ahead and put the damage there. Hanging in strong. Put another sword down. Okay, now the whole team's back up. And now, see, we have no bonds of weakness. We're back up to 4 now, but that reset it. And the Geos get another round of this, you know. I guess we can't give it to him, so we'll just give it to Sunfac. Leah, how do you know that she's about to get back up? Just based on her turn meter, this right here, when it gets up to the top is when she stands back up. So, and just, I know my Spy, I don't have a very fast Spy. My Spy, let's go ahead and do this anyway. 83, see, that's the difference. He first of all was not connected with his team, so he wasn't stacking buffs on himself. Second of all, the standalone really gave him a lot of extra offense, so he went from 83,000 just now to 500,000. Let's give some offense up. We're kind of coming up on the last hurrah here. I'm not sure if we're going to, let's pop a heal. I'm not sure if we're going to get another topple or not, but we're going to try. Let's save this for potentially getting a topple. Cole Morgan, she gets up once she takes a turn, so if you watch her turn meter bar, then you can get a decent idea of when she'll get up. Exactly, yes, sir. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to taunt with Sunfac. Let's remove this Foresight. Let's see if we can use this ability to drop a sword. There we go. AoE will remove the counterattack over here. And we've got one more sword to kill, one more lightsaber to kill. Excellent, we got another topple. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna put it on auto because I feel like I've taken enough time explaining this to you guys and I don't wanna take any more time of the stream for this raid particularly, but hopefully phase 3 is something you're probably not gonna see that much anyway because, just in case we get another topple, I'll target the swords here. Phase 3 is probably not something you're going to see much anyway because it goes by so fast, especially with anybody at all who's got Imperial Troopers. Come on, if we get one more topple, Sunfac's out of there. Oh, there goes the whole team. If I had had it off auto, we could have got one more topple, but 1.7, we'll take it. We will take it. A little bit of damage in the raid, and Normally I would hit it more because I'm greedy, but on the stream we're gonna keep focusing on what we're here for. Okay, so that is most of our dailies. We still have the Galactic March. We're saving the Galactic March for our character spotlight, Jango Fett, coming up after the Grand Arena. But let's take a look at this Grand Arena, you guys. I am super scared. I'm super scared. Somehow, we've only lost one battle since the Grand Arena changes. We should have lost at least 2 of the last 3, if not all 3, and somehow we won all 3 of them. Shout out to Jeshui Marshmallow. He was a fierce opponent, and he had me beat, but something happened on one of my teams. He took the wrong team first or something, and I barely beat him. I barely beat him. But here, let's look at this. Look at this round. Giorgio, Dark Lord. Already we got problems. We got problems because we see somebody that we're scared of right here, Darth Revan. And then we look and see that he's got Darth Malak, Relic, Malak, Relic, Bastila, Relic, Revan. Now, you guys, I'm sure, see this team all the time in Grand Arena. But this is a relatively new account. I've never fought anybody like this before. He's got Relic, Jedi Revan, and then several relics on his Darth Revan team. He's got 2 relics on his Bounty Hunter team. Whew, man. And he's got the Ewoks. So if he's got the Ewoks, you know he's got C-3PO. He's got some clones. He's got strong bounty hunters. I mean, this is a scary account. I'm very scared. And so the situation is, what do you do when you're outmatched in Grand Arena? What do you do when you look at your opponent and you say to yourself, first of all, he's 1.9, I'm 1.3. So I'm outmatched all over the place. What do you do when you look at your opponent and you say, I can't beat his best team? My best team cannot beat his best team. Well, you roll the dice on one of 2 options. You either go full offense, where you bring everything good you have on offense, but that backfires usually because then he'll do solo attacks. He'll do a Darth Revan solo on one of your crappy teams, Darth Malak solo on another crappy team, Jango Fett solo on another crappy team. So that's not really an option. What I do, and I have no idea if it's going to work or not, is I looked at his ships and I see that he doesn't have much going on in the ship department. He's at rank 283. He doesn't focus ships. He focuses characters. So I said my best team cannot beat his best team. I'm putting my best team on defense, which is the Geos. And I was hoping that he would put his best team on defense as well. Now, what I wasn't expecting is for him to put his 2 best teams on defense. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is not good. But I thought that he would put his Darth Revan on defense, which he did. Which means that if he's got his Darth Revan on defense and his Jedi Revan on defense, he is almost certainly not getting through this team right here. So I said this team should hold the bottom if he puts Darth Revan on defense, and I'm not going to go through whatever path his Revan is on. I can't go through that path. I was hoping he wasn't going to put his Jedi Revan. This Grand Arena is going to be real short, real short, because I don't think I can kill this team. But we're doggone going to try. You better believe we're going to try to kill this team. All right, let's check up on the chat. Let's see here. Ryath Aderton's here. What's up? Welcome. Coleman Trebor. Why does it say 2 in the store instead of 1? Because I have not collected the calendar yet. The Mon Mothma calendar. I have not collected it yet. So my goal here is to put Geos here. He can't get through. And since I know he hasn't focused on fleets, I put my good fleet here, hoping that he can't get through, which means that the only zone I'm planning on letting him take is this zone right here. And I just don't have anything better than this to put here. Best case scenario, this steals a couple of banners. So forget about the bottom. I'm not even going to try. What's in the back? I don't care. The only thing I'm going to try to go through is I'm going to try to go through this Jedi Revan team. And all I have on offense is my Padme team, and I do not have any relics on my Padme team. So this is about to get sticky. So let's take a look at this Jedi Knight Revan team. Let's see what we're dealing with, see what we're working with. First of all, I'm seeing a Gear 11, I think this is Jolee. If this Jolee was relicked, I would be very afraid. He's not relicked. Another thing that I'm seeing that I like is that Grandmaster Yoda does not have his Zeta, and Bastila does. Bastila's Zeta is a lead Zeta, which means it's essentially pointless in this particular battle. And Yoda's Zeta means that he's going to be spreading Foresight every time he spreads the buffs. Now, he will often spread Foresight anyway, because he gets Foresight on his basic, and Basila's going to give him the buffs, which is going to make him do a basic, and he'll get Foresight. The point is, it's okay. It's good that he doesn't have his Zeta. That's going to make this team a little bit easier to kill. But what's bad? All 3 Zetas on Jedi Knight Revan. So because this is probably going to be a really short Grand Arena, and we're not going to focus on the Darth Revan team, so we're not even going to break it down as to how this team works and how to pick it apart. We're going to get into this Jedi Revan team and focus on it a little bit, so I can tell you guys my strategy when I am trying to go after a Jedi Revan team. And this is not at all meaning that we're going to win, but this is just what we're going to try to do. Jedi Knight Revan. His ability, Savior, makes it to where, first of all, Revan ignores taunt, which is outstanding for Revan because he's got the mark, the direct focus, and he can focus on anybody he wants because he ignores taunt. But this is the big thing we got to be concerned about. The first time another Jedi ally would be reduced to 1% health. If Revan is active, they recover 100% of their max health and protection and gain critical hit immunity for 2 turns. They take a bonus turn, dispel all debuffs on themselves, and then cannot be defeated for the rest of the turn. While Revan is in the leader slot and not the ally slot, Revan can also be saved by Savior. So Revan's in the lead, which means that we have to kill 1 Jedi before we actually get to kill any Jedi. The first Jedi we kill is going to instantly go back to 100% health and protection. So when people say Savior just procced or we have to proc Savior, we have to figure out who are we going to kill first so that we can actually kill somebody. General Kenobi is a good option because he's going to be taunting anyway. So he might be a good option, but the problem with General Kenobi is he's thicker than a Snicker. He's difficult to kill. So let's take a look at, so the first step when you're checking a Jedi Knight Revan team, you have to kill somebody before you can actually kill anybody. The second step to worry about on a Jedi Knight Revan team is this scallywag right here, Jolee. He has his Zeta, which means that when he uses this ability right here, that looks pretty bad, he's going to revive all defeated Jedi allies at 80% health and grant those allies crit immunity for 5 turns. So they have crit immunity for a ton of time. So that means that he pretty much needs to be either controlled or killed second. We have to kill somebody first before we can kill anybody, so that's the first kill. Preferably we kill him second. That means that he won't be able to revive anybody because he'll be dead. So that is the goal. Kill anybody first and then kill Jolee second. And then from there, just kill anybody you can. This is going to be a bloody battle. We're probably going to lose, and if we win, it might take multiple times. So we've got our whole roster to throw at this, okay? Whatever we have left, we can throw everything at it. And because if we get the ships, chances are we can beat whatever ships he put down. And hopefully he's only going to clear one of our zones. So, oh gosh, and the game is freezing again. Let's see here. Let's do this. So, are you guys tracking with me so far? When you fight a Jedi Knight Revan, you want to kill anybody first. Generally, it's Yoda. Generally, Yoda is the squishiest and easiest to kill. So, even though he's gold, he still may be the right choice. I'm going to click around. Yeah, we're definitely going to restart before we get into this fight because it's already freezing again. Yoda or GK first for Savior, and then Jolee is usually my strategy. I agree. That's the plan, you guys. Well, here's the thing about Jolee, though. As long as Bastila is alive, Bastila is giving out her legendary battle meditation, which gives counter chance, and when Jolee counterattacks, because of Revan's lead, he gains tons of health and protection and makes him harder to kill. So if everybody's relic, you usually have to kill Bastila before you can even kill Jolee, otherwise he'll be... Let's just go ahead and close this out. Otherwise he'll be... he'll be counterattacking and healing himself so much. So we're just going to see if we could pick this team apart. Step number 1, kill anybody. Step number 2, kill Jolee. Step number 3, hope that we're still alive and can kill other people. It's going to depend on a lot of factors. And it's obviously going to depend on if the game freezes, because the game is freezing constantly. So even though I want to talk about the team more and explain it more, because there's a lot more going on than what I already talked about, that's the simple basics of killing a Jedi Knight Revan team. I'm afraid if we take too long to talk about it, the game will freeze up again. Because you guys see it'll run okay for a couple of minutes, and then it starts to bog down. Coleman Trebor says, usually Yoda first, since Han's first attack ignores taunt. Yeah, so you usually kill... You usually kill Jedi Knight Revan with Commander Luke, is what you're saying. Okay. That's an excellent choice. Commander Luke is an excellent choice for most teams. Commander Luke will kill Jedi Knight Revan, Darth Revan, obviously Geos, Padme, Grievous, Gas. Commander Luke will kill all of the above. All of the above, and it is truly amazing. Truly amazing. So normally we have to kill that to get it to show back up. And it is. And it feels smooth. I don't want to rush it, but I think we got to get in here. Belias, I usually keep Jolee as last one, but I keep him ability block. So Belias, who do you use to kill Jedi Knight Revan? And who on the team is putting those ability blocks out there? I would love to have my Geos. I could make quick work of this team with my Geos. But I do not have my Geos. They're holding down the fort on defense. DOG says, shoot, I'm late. It's all right. Better late than never, baby Bubba. Better late than never. All right. So we're either going to go for Yoda or Kenobi. Let's see how fast. My Padme team is not fast, so they're almost certainly going to go first. Yeah, 239, plus he gets tons of speed from his leadership ability. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, you guys. Padme team with Yoda. Padme team with Yoda. That's our best bet. All right. Chances are Yoda's going to get insta-killed right out of the gate. Jedi Knight Revan's going to go first. He's going to mark somebody. He's probably going to mark Yoda, and Yoda will die if he gets marked, because my Yoda is super squishy. Ahsoka. Okay, that's good. That is good. Okay. So let's get some. Let's not get some protection up. Let's not do the stun either. Let's just do the basic. I want to save the heal for when we actually need to heal. All right, let's steal some buffs and take the foresight off. Spread what we got. All right, we can take the buffs off of them. That's going to make Kenobi taunt. Let's save the AOE actually. I feel like going after the Kenobi is the right decision here, you guys. Let's do a mass assist on this Kenobi. All right, there's Savior. That's one kill. Ahsoka, hang in there, baby girl. Okay, good. He didn't go after Ahsoka. Okay, good. A nice dodge, Ahsoka. Hanging in there, hanging in there, hanging in there, hanging in there. Come on, girl. Oh, hang in there. Okay, now we're going to heal. Now we're going to heal. Now, Jolee. Jolee is our target. Let's go ahead and get rid of the foresight here. All right, Ahsoka has no courage, but she can still give protection up to others. Let's AoE to remove some buffs. That was good. See, that was ooh, Anakin. Don't die on me, Anakin. Don't die on me, Anakin. No. There's our damage. Okay. It's alright, it's not over. It's not over, but it doesn't feel good. Alright, we can do some damage to Jolie right now, but he's going to counterattack. Let's just save our courage for a minute. Alright, this will not stun him, but this will use everybody's courage. This is our best chance to kill Jolie right here. There he goes. Jolie's out. Jolie is out. Alright, next target of priority. We're going to go after Kenobi. We've got 10 stacks of courage. Come on, Yoda. Do it for me. Yes! Kenobi's out. We're about to lose our Kenobi. If we attack him, he'll counterattack. If we attack him, he'll counterattack. If we attack Bastila, she will not. Because we will dispel the counterattack. There goes Kenobi. Kenobi down. Yoda down. Alright. This is not a great situation, but this is better than we started. Let's just put some work into Bastila. Wow, Ahsoka was hanging in there at the beginning. I don't know. I don't really know at this point what to do. Let's just put a little damage on Revan. He can't be stunned. Alright. So then there were three. We got out the tank and we got out the reviver. That's something. That is something. Night Snipe, plus 40 speed for that team. Yes, sir. Brian Thompson, you can do it! Well, it's not over, but that was progress. That was our very best team, but that was progress. But we don't have much else going for us, you guys. We do not have much else going for us. We got to, let's back out and make sure the game's still feeling loosey-goosey, feeling smooth. I'm very much overusing overpowered Vader. Oh yeah, overpowered Vader is a great decision for sure against Jedi Knight Revan. All right, rank 2 for the fleet. We'll take it. We will take it. I love it. I gotta love it. Gotta have it. All right, let's get back into this grand arena. We got to get through this team. Why did you attack Bastila and not Yoda with Ahsoka? Her basic removes buffs. It's because Yoda had Legendary Battle Meditation. Legendary Battle Meditation gives the Jedi counter chance, a good amount of counter chance. And whenever anybody in the Jedi Knight Revan team, let's take a look at that. Whenever anybody in the Jedi Knight Revan team attacks out of turn, they heal health and protection. I think it's in his lead. There's a lot of stuff going on in here. Yep, whenever a Jedi attacks out of turn, they recover 20% of their max protection and deal 35% more damage. Which means if we had attacked Yoda, he would have just healed himself right back up as though we had not done anything. It's kind of functionally the same with Bastila because we did almost no damage. But at least she took a little bit of damage and Yoda would have taken no damage because he would have just healed himself right back up. Alright, so now they're turn meter loaded. Alright, so here's what we're going to do, you guys. You ready for this? We're going to bring in our... This is so bad. This is so bad. Oh my gosh. Bounty hunters. We just really do not have a team for this. All right, we're gonna bring in Cad because he's got the anti-Jedi stuff, and then we're gonna bring in our new acquisition, Watambor. Now, Jedi Knight Revan has the mark, so he's gonna be able to ignore taunt. So putting the taunt on Bosk is not going to be like a foolproof thing, but hopefully it'll help. Hopefully it'll help, and these scallywags can do something. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get through this. I don't know. We just got to try, right? We got to try. DOG, did I miss the Ezra character spotlight? I don't think anybody's going to miss that one, because I'm not sure if it's going to happen. Okay. This is the tank tech. And we're putting it on. Be careful with the click. Bosk. Okay. Oh my goodness. Alright. We gotta make contract progress. We don't need to taunt because we're already taunting. We'll save the taunt for a cooldown reduction on our mass assist. Now that we're back in a fresh fight, The, oh, yeah, he's out of there. Now that we're back in a fresh fight, the Savior, unfortunately, has been reset. So we have to kill somebody twice again. Let's put this is the weapons tech. Let's put this on Jango to give him a little more speed. Let's put out some flames. And he cannot be ability blocked. Let's do this. It'll take the foresight off. Now Yoda definitely feels like the squishiest one here. Yikes, this is just not going well at all. Alright, this should double tap. Trying to make contract progress. Alright, we're gonna get the taunt. About to lose Watt. Watt's got one more tech to give. We're gonna give it to Boba Fett. Now remember, there's the Savior. Can this be evaded? Yeah, it can be evaded. So we're just gonna use the basic here. Ability block on Yoda would be great. Nobody's gonna counterattack us right now. Okay, we got our contract. Oh man, if I had that mass assist right there, we would have been golden. Alright, Boba's out. I want to kill Yoda, please! Yeah, see, he's gaining that health and protection. I don't think this is going to happen to you guys. I do not think this is going to happen, but we got one shot right here. Come on, baby! Oh, I'll take it. Just shoot him. Get him. Yes, Yoda's gone. That's something. That is something. All right, I don't even know what to do. Flames for healing a little bit. Oh, Jango. Okay, Jango's still in. Jango's not out. We're going to go after Basti. Let's just do some damage. Jango's out. All right, just do some damage. We're just gonna put this on auto basic. For every turn you get, just do some damage on Basti every time. DOG says, I need to go into the archives and watch your Watt video. I've been MIA for weeks, it feels like. Well, we're glad to have you back, man. I definitely have missed you, though. I've definitely missed you. Gosh, we're not making hardly any progress on Bastila. I don't think that he's going to actually kill her, but I was hoping to end the fight with her missing some protection. But he keeps having her attack out of turn. But Bosk, though, Bosk is hanging in. Bosk is hanging in. Just keep going, Bosk. Yeah, my Bosk is tough. He is tough, but he doesn't have the damage. If I had Grief and Grief was stealthed right now, that would be something special. That's what Mallow did to me. He had Grief and Bosk together, and Grief stayed in stealth the whole time. All right, so we're just gonna let this play out. Hopefully, we're gonna end with Bastila missing a little bit of protection, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Yeah, you say I want the stun. That is true. Let's just try to manual it and see if we can do any better here. I just don't know that. First of all, they're gonna keep increasing my cooldowns. All right, so let's stun. Nah, I don't have any potency on Bosk. All right, next time I get, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait until they use Mark, and then I'm gonna stop. Because I want the Mark to already be used for the next team that I bring in. The problem is, whoever I kill again, I gotta kill. I'm gonna let it time out here. I gotta kill somebody twice again. I'm just glad we got Yoda out of there. I still feel like there's a little bit of hope right now. Yeah, the taunt gives offense up and the net stuns. That's true. That's true. All right, well, at least we know he just used Mark. So who do we have now? Who do we have now? Oh, my goodness. We don't have anybody left. We don't have anybody left. Oh, gosh. We're not going to get through this. We're not going to get through this. Alright, my clones are modded terribly. My Shock T is super low gear. Is Echo even the right choice here? I think Clone Sergeant might be a better choice because he's geared a little better. We'll do Echo. Oh my gosh, you guys. Alright, so he can't mark, but it doesn't matter because I've got no taunt. So they can just do whatever they want. Or they can just kill everybody at the same time. Take it. Alright, let's give... Is this Rex? Let's give Rex some turn meter. Then Rex gives everybody else some turn meter. We're gonna give this to Rex. And we're gonna call Arc. We're going to... I want to dispel the buffs, but he's got Foresight. So just do a basic. Alright, there's one down. Who's the most important? Rex is the most important, right? So that's where we're going to put the healing on. That turret is nice, man. That turret is doing work. Alright, there goes Arc. This is offense up. Oh, talk about it. No good. No good, no good, no good. Yeah, I got very, very little left. Very little left. All right, we're going to bring in our Empire team. Maybe we can get a fracture if we last long enough. Probably not. Probably not. Not going to stop us from trying. Not going to stop us from trying. We're just going to throw our whole roster at this. Oh, there goes Palpatine. Alright, if I do this, I will get 0 here. I'll get a couple here. I'm just going to do a basic. No, I'm going to do this. Okay, let's get a fracture on Revan. And then let's do an armor shred here. And let's remove some turn meter. Nah, she's got the tenacity. I don't want her to use an ability, so let's just use a basic with the ability block. Okay. Let's just do another ability block. Basic. This will make my basic hit harder. My calling blade is garbage. My particular calling blade, my Vader is very weak. So let's just do a basic here. If I remove turn meter, it's going to hurt me more than them currently. Alright, let's give this to Vader. Let's do this. We're going to do this on him. And then if this kills somebody, I get a bonus turn, right? Yep. But it didn't kill her because of Savior. So we'll do a basic here. We got the 1 kill on her, but I don't think that's going to amount to anything. Alright, this will help us more than it helps them. Basic. Ability block. Man, when he was fractured, things were going well, but as soon as that fracture came loose, it was over. It was over. Why not use Merciless Massacre? Well, first of all, my Vader's a real baby Vader, so he's really more... I'm really using him more to control than anything else. And the Merciless Massacre, it'll give me bonus turns. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have fractured Revan and then gone all in on Revan. I don't know. I don't know. But that was definitely my last chance. What do we have left? What do we have left? We've got Bast on the team. We've got a Bastila team, and we've got Grievous without any droids to back him up. All right, we got to try at least this last one. We'll put Grievous with him or something. Oh my gosh, this is depressing. This is depressing. That's not right. Mace. Han. Sometimes you get matched up against an opponent and he puts both of his best teams on defense, and there's just nothing you can do. There's just nothing you can do. I don't think you can stun Revan. This is so bad. This is so bad. Let's take those buffs off. And take some turn meter. Let's take these buffs off and probably die because of it. No, okay. Alright, turn meter. Stun. Taunt. Night snipe. I think you should just accept it, buddy. I think you're right. You're right. There's other things to focus on besides Grand Arena. I just hate accepting the loss. But it has to happen, right? I mean, I'm already fighting somebody at 1.9. GP and at 1.3. At some point, it's over. At some point, it's over. And it's over. It's over. Okay. Well, oh gosh. 54. 32. I think you're right. All right, so we're accepting defeat. We are accepting defeat. Now, generally, in Grand Arena, when you lose, you want to say to yourself, what did I learn from this Grand Arena, and what can I do better for next time? And so it's clear to me that, first of all, I do not have a Darth Revan counter, so I need a Darth Revan counter. Second of all, I need to put more love into my Padme team because they were doing all right against Jedi Knight Revan, but the gear's just too low. The gear was just too low. So if I, for instance, if I had my Anakin up to like Relic 5 or maybe even Relic 7, that fight, I probably would have been able to get through that in one shot because Anakin had that one AoE where Ahsoka went under 100% health or 50% health or whatever. That one AoE that could have done it. So I need to find a Darth Revan counter eventually, sooner rather than later, and I need to put more love into my Padme team. Besides that, I think the plan pretty much worked, but they're going to easily clear this, and then they won't clear this, and they won't clear this, but they'll still win. So that's how that's going to go. But it's okay to lose, especially in the new Grand Arena system, where losing is inevitable. Inevitably, all of us are going to get to the place where we're winning half the time, losing half the time. And that's just the way that's going to be. Okay, so we got our crystals for the day. That's excellent. We spent 100 extra crystals to get Paplu finished out to 7 stars. And we're below our 2,000. I like to stay around 2,000, especially if I'm planning to spend 800 on Tarkin's ship the next time it comes around. Okay, that's Grand Arena. So what is next? Character Spotlight. Jango Fett. Jango Fett. Let's find this beautiful man. Here we go. Jango Fett, attacker, leader, bounty hunter, Mandalorian, scoundrel, and separatist. He's got a ton of tags. Which makes him a very versatile character that you can put in a lot of teams. He can lead his own team. He's got a very good bounty hunter lead. He can be in the Mandalorian teams. He can be in any random scoundrel team and still get scoundrel bonuses. If you put him under a separatist leader, he automatically gets his payout. All kinds of wonderful things going on with this guy. He is an attacker, and the thing that makes him truly, truly dangerous is this notorious reputation. Jango Fett has 100% defense penetration all of the time on all of his abilities. He has 100% defense penetration, which means that if somebody believes, like I do, that defense mods are really good and high defense status really good, Jango doesn't care. He's going to go right through that defense, go straight to the health and protection, which is why a lot of people feel like Jango hits really hard. And in fact, he does hit hard, but his offense is not as transcendent as a lot of other characters. It's just that he's got this 100% defense penetration. This is what makes him truly dangerous. Now, if I was to put this Zeta on, which I really am tempted to do, and it is going to be one of my next Zetas, then he would also cause enemies defeated on his turn to not be revived. So in the Bounty Hunter team, if you put Jango Zeta on, it's a very good Zeta, by the way, especially if you put some love into Jango, get him up to relics, which we all should, because Jango's amazing. If you put that Zeta on, then anybody you kill with him stays dead. Now, that doesn't count for Savior. We just experienced Jedi Knight Revan's Savior. Savior means when they get to 1% health, they go back up. So they don't actually die and come back. But it does mean that after Savior has procced, if Jango kills any of the Jedi, they stay dead. In fact, Bounty Hunters are a good counter to Jedi Knight Revan because of Jango and Boba. Boba has the same kind of ability with his execute ability. If he kills somebody with that, they're not coming back. So one of the things we can do to make our account stronger is put more love into our Jango, which y'all know we want to do. So let's talk about some of his abilities. First of all, we know that he ignores defense, 100% defense penetration. Let's look at his leadership ability because it's different from Bosk, but it's pretty fun. First of all, this is one of the main reasons to use his leadership ability. Scoundrel allies have plus 30 speed. Now that doesn't say bounty hunter. Pay attention to that. It says scoundrel. So you could run him as a leader for any scoundrel, and scoundrel is a huge faction. And all scoundrels under him will have plus 30 speed. This makes him an alright leader for Han Solo and Chewbacca. A lot of times in 3v3 especially, you'll have CLS will be running with 3PO and Chewpio, and you'll have Han and Chewie saying, where do we go? You can put him under Jango. Jango's going to give him plus 30 speed. And enemies that suffer from burning cannot gain bonus turn meter, which there's not a lot of ways in the game that you can make it to where enemies don't gain bonus turn meter. That's really significant. It is really significant if you can do your flamethrower ability, put burning on them, then they cannot gain bonus turn meter. That can shut down a lot of teams. Jango, if you have him in the lead, is the only time that this happens. Generally, he puts burning on them and it doesn't affect their turn meter. But if he's in the lead, this right here is something that you benefit from. Now, what is his contract? Every bounty hunter leader has a contract that has to be completed in order to get the payout. His contract is you damage a debuffed enemy 20 times. Now, that's 10 times more than Bosk. Bosk says you have to damage the weakest enemy 10 times. Jango says you have to damage a debuffed enemy 20 times. Now, that may feel like it's a much harder contract to achieve. And in fact, you do have to hit enemies 20 times. But to think about AoEs, if the whole enemy team is debuffed, and then Jango uses his AoE, or Boba uses AoE, that's 5 hits. All of those are debuffed enemies, and each of those hits count. That doesn't work with Bosk because you're only fighting the weakest enemy, and AoEs will hit the weakest enemy, but they'll only hit the weakest enemy one time. So Jango's contract is actually deceptively easy to accomplish, especially when you think of, it doesn't matter if somebody's taunting or not, as long as whoever you're attacking is debuffed, you're making contract progress. So keep that in mind. AoEs are really helpful to activate Jango's contract, as well as anybody that hits multiple times, like Jango hits twice on his basic, Boba can hit twice on his basic, Cad Bane can hit twice on his basic, Fennec Shan hits 5 times on her basic. So you can really, this is a contract that is achievable relatively quickly, and you also get this wonderful plus 30 speed for scoundrels. Now, what is the reward? This one is particularly fun. Cody Bowden says, good day, Padawan. What's up, Cody? Good to see you. Brian Thompson, Jango is my top character. I love him. Yeah, Brian, your Jango is nasty. Your Jango is nasty. Coleman Trebor says a wise source just told me CLS counters Darth Revan. Oh, I want to get CLS. You better believe it. I want everything. I want everything in the game, and I want it all right now. And that's just what we all suffer from, isn't it? We all want everything, but we can't have it all at once. That's why we got to build our accounts to grow as fast as possible so we can get everything as fast as possible. Coleman Trebor, mass assists from Bosk and Grief also help with both Jango and Bosk's contracts. Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially if you get Fennec Shand in there. Fennec Shand with her basic does 5 hits. You do 2 mass assists, and that's Fennec Shand herself has done 10 hits in those mass assists. You've got your contract right there. I don't have her up and running, but she seems like she's going to be a very, very good bounty hunter. So what's the reward? All bounty hunter allies gain Bounty Hunter's Resolve, the thing that Boba and Jango have that lets them ignore taunt and revive the first time that they're killed. All the bounty hunters get that. Can you imagine Bosk with Bounty Hunter's Resolve? If they kill him, he comes back. How depressing that would be. It's very good. Now, there's no protection and health recovery on this team like Bosk. So Bosk is good if you're trying to get max banners, which is how we generally use him. But in this case, Jango is maybe a better bounty hunter team to put on defense, because it doesn't matter if they have max banners or not. What matters is that they're not dead. So a Jango lead bounty hunter team on defense can be really difficult to deal with. You make all your characters fast, plus they have the extra 30 speed, and then you're talking about this new Omicron from Zam, where she boosts a bunch of stats on the team. That could be nasty. That could be real nasty. So Bounty Hunter allies gain Bounty Hunter's Resolve at the start of their next turn, and 25% critical chance. All Bounty Hunters have their payouts activated. So that's his leadership ability. I don't know if we're going to be able to get his leadership ability to proc in Galactic War, because Galactic War has baby enemies. We're going to try, though. We're going to try. Let's go to our Bounty Hunter team. And we'll talk about some more of his abilities while we are on the fly. Let's get him in the leadership. And we'll bring our other bounty hunters in. Speaking of Zam, I just finished her shards. I got her ready to go to 7 stars now whenever I get around to it. So many things. Shards come fast, you guys. The gear and the mods is what takes forever. Alright, so normally, if you're fighting a team with some durability, you can use mass assists in order to... let's do this. You could use mass assists in order to get the contract quickly. So let's put the burning out there. This will get debuffs on most of everybody, and it almost killed a lot of them. Alright, so let's do a mass assist here. You see how it's got this symbol? This is like, you'll make contract progress if you attack this person. So let's maybe make some contract progress. That's a little bit. So far we are, what is that, 30%? Yeah, we're nowhere near the contract progress. We're actually going to back out of this. And we are just going to try to plow through a few fights until we can find a fight that we can use our abilities on and maybe get our contract. Yeah, Conquest to show payout. That's a good idea. I'm doing normal mode, so I don't know if my team could survive normal mode Conquest at this point. Most of them are gear 9. We could try, though. We could certainly try. Alright, so let's just put this on auto basic. We'll get through a couple of these teams. Should probably taunt with Bosk, just so that we don't lose a bunch of health and protection on all these other scallywags. Alright, taunt with Bosk and then auto basic. So Jango Fett with his basic, you guys will notice as he attacks that he will double tap if they are debuffed, and he actually gets 15% bonus offense for every enemy that is debuffed. So his whole deal is he wants to be attacking enemy teams that are debuffed. So you want to bring bounty hunters with him that do debuffs. And who were we just talking about that has some big buffs for the bounty hunter team? Zam Wessel. She puts thermal detonators on everybody, and thermal detonators cannot be removed. It's a debuff that cannot be removed. Let's go ahead and use his AoE, and let's just put it back on auto basic. Let's get the taunt. See if we can find a harder team. Dioji says, you got the box you got without the bounty hunter smuggler feat. You're incredible. Oh no, I got the bounty hunter feat because I was using Bosk as a lead in the last Conquest. I got the bounty hunter feat and I got the Boba Boba Fett and Han Solo feat. I got both of those feats with the boss lead. And the reason that I say the boss lead, and I will show you guys in Conquest because it's fun, is that you get these data discs where you debuff the enemy a ton of times, and the bounty hunters under Bosk gain health and protection every time the enemies are being debuffed. So the team is just like coming back up to max all the time. Let's see here. Let's try to take out Boba Fett first. I should have done this before you guys. I apologize for making you guys go through this, but hopefully we'll find a team pretty soon that we can. Okay, now we'll just put it on auto basic. Hopefully we'll find a team pretty soon where we can get the thing to proc, and then we will try it in Conquest because it's fun. You should put boss lead until you get to the right team for the recovery. You're right, that is true. I should do that. Nice. My Gear 8, Gear 9 clones were able to kill the Kenobi boss in Sector 1. Very nice. Also normal, so you'll be able to do something with those bounty hunters. Okay. Well, if this next fight isn't good for it, let's just go into it. Okay, let's just try Conquest. Let's just try Conquest. Okay. All right. So Sector 1, we're still in Sector 1. Let's go back into a little bit earlier fight because there was a fight over here that was easier. I forget what it was. Not the Phoenix, believe it or not. Not that one for sure. Where's my easy fight? Was it this one? No, that one's got the steadfast retribution. Where was it? This one. This one. Okay, this is the one. So let's bring in that team again, bounty hunters. Bounty hunters. The problem is they've got a lot of debuff cleansing on this team. We'll see how it goes. Okay, here we go. Here we go, Jango lead. We go faster than we're supposed to, and we have to get our contract by dealing damage to the enemy while they're debuffed. All right, so let's get some debuffs out there. Ooh, a lot of debuffs out there. All right, so we can attack any of these scallywags, including Mon Mothma? No, okay. Let's try to get a stun on R2 so he doesn't smoke. Boom! we got too many data discs working for us here. Try to get the double tap for contract progress. All right, now here we go. We're going to get a bunch of contract progress because of this AoE. We're at 40% right now. And now we're at 60%. So that was 20% in one ability. Oh my gosh. Chill out. Chill out. We got to get this contract soon or we're going to lose our boss. All right, what are we, 85%? We got to attack her before she gets a turn because when she gets a turn, she's toast. Double tap over here. And there's the contract. So now everybody's going to get Bounty Hunters Resolve when they take their turn. So Boba Fett already had it. Look, Bounty Hunters Resolve right here. Let's get the taunt. There she just goes boom. Maybe he'll revive somebody. Maybe he'll revive somebody. Let's not stun him. Let's not ability block him. All right, so we got Bounty Hunters Resolve over here. And now the whole team has Bounty Hunters Resolve. Ignores taunt during their turn. When defeated, revive at 100% health. Cannot be prevented or stacked. So now everybody's got Bounty Hunters Resolve. If this was a team that was on defense and you put a bunch of fast debuffing characters, they could get to this contract, and then whoever was attacking them would have to kill everybody twice. And that would be bad. That would be bad. Well, you were right. Night Snipe, we were able to get it in Conquest. Very good idea. Plus, we made progress toward one of our feats. What GP do you recommend doing normal Conquest if you want to maximize Conquest currency? It has almost nothing to do with GP. It has everything to do with how good your teams are. In order to do normal Conquest, I think you need 2 teams that are solid. I do not have 2 teams that are solid. I have the Geos, which as you know are quite good. And then my Padme team, which is a baby Padme team. But they still have the mechanic that whenever anybody attacks them out of turn, they gain bonus protection. And that mechanic helps you against a lot of teams that do mass assists. So the mass assist teams usually kill my Geos, but then my Padme team will survive. And then all the other teams I kill with my Geos. So it really, I started, if you guys remember, as soon as we hit level 85, we were like 600,000 GP or something. We were already doing normal. Now, easy wasn't around, but I would have done normal regardless. And we got to like box 3 or box 4. I mean, you can do well in normal conquest if you have at least one good team. But the reason you want 2 good teams is because of stamina. When you use a team enough times, it gets unusable, and then you got to use your other team. So the energy generation happens slowly. The stamina regeneration happens slowly, but you can keep it pretty well balanced if you got 2 good teams. You just kind of alternate with your teams and move forward. But we can do some more conquests here in a little bit, but I don't want to get derailed from Jango. But Leah, you said, do they have Bounty Hunters resolve until the end of the fight? Absolutely they do. They only lose it if they are killed, and then obviously they're revived. But they don't keep on getting it. Is that what you mean? That if they die, do they keep on getting it? No, it's not like a permanent revive loop. It's just the one time they get the Bounty Hunters resolve one time. So the main reason to decide what leader you're using with the Bounty Hunters in almost every case is how quickly can you get to contract. So for that reason, Jango is not as popular as Bosk, and especially as Aura Singh. Aura Singh has the fastest Bounty Hunter lead of them all, and she, let's try to get it on this team. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen? Aura Singh, on her lead, we're not gonna get it. All you have to do is do 10 actions while you're buffed, and that includes assists. So if you call a mass assist, everybody on the team just took an action. If you have everybody buffed, then your contract is half done. So what people do is they put Bosk and Grief, both of them do a mass assist, and you got the contract. The reason that you are concerned about your contract primarily is because of the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian has the disintegrate ability, and most bounty hunter teams are built around him, as mine should be, but is not because I don't have him yet. Most bounty hunter teams are built around Mando's disintegrate, so they want to get that disintegrate up and running as quickly as possible. So Jango lead is not probably your best bet for getting that ability up and running as quickly as possible, because you do have to hit enemies 20 times. It is good on defense if you want to trip up your enemy, put a bunch of bounty hunters under Jango. But the primary way to use Jango these days is actually not in a bounty hunter team at all, but is actually in a separatist team. Let's see if we can get the contract to proc in Galactic War. We've already got it to proc elsewhere, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like these guys are just too squishy. Just too squishy. Double tap. Double tap. That's good. Double tap. Yes. Double tap. Double tap's gonna kill her. Is it gonna kill her? No. Nice. Contract progress. We're not gonna get the we're gonna get it as we got it as we kill the last guy. Oh well. But you use Jango. He's a really good in a Bosk team, or in a lot of bounty hunter teams, and he's good as a leader himself. But he's also really good in a separatist team, and that is because he gets his payout immediately when he is under a separatist leader. So Leah says, do you have bounty hunters resolve until the end of the fight? Yeah, we answered that. Do you use crystal refreshes? I historically have definitely used crystal refreshes in the conquest. This conquest, I've actually decided not to use crystal refreshes because I'm doing a test with somebody else in the Discord. They're doing easy with no refreshes. I'm doing normal with no refreshes, and we're going to compare the rewards. I personally think it is worth it to do refreshes in Conquest because I feel like the rewards are worth it, especially the Conquest currency, which is how I'm getting my Razor Crest. I'm getting my Razor Crest with Conquest currency, so I want to get as much of it as I can. And it's cheaper to buy energy for Conquest and then earn currency than it is to just buy Razor Crest shards that way. So normally I do crystal refreshes. I am not doing crystal refreshes this time. Okay, so here we go. He's got his contract already. Let's give him the weapon tech for fun. Let's look at his contract here, his payout. Jango Fett's payout. Whenever Jango Fett receives rewards from a contract, or when the leader is a separatist ally, which it is in this case, he gains the following payout. Jango Fett gains damage immunity for 2 turns, which you see he has. He starts the fight with damage immunity, which cannot be dispelled or prevented, and 50% offense. So not only does he ignore 100% defense, or rather, he has 100% defense penetration. I don't honestly know if those are the same thing. He has 100% defense penetration, but he also has 50% offense. So he has 50% offense for the rest of the match, and the defense penetration is only for the next 2 turns. The damage immunity, rather. I'm sorry. The damage immunity is only for the next 2 turns. So let's put this on Magna Guard. I just want to use Watt, you guys. I'm excited about Watt. So there's no trying to get a contract because he's not in the leadership ability. He's already got his payout. So now it's just him doing awesome damage. And this weapons tech is giving him turn meter every time the enemy takes a turn. So let's look and see what his basic does. Deal physical damage to the target enemy. Gain 15% offense for each enemy suffering a debuff during this attack. So everybody is debuffed except for Yoda. If the target enemy was suffering a debuff, Jango Fett attacks again. So he's going to have 60% offense on this basic attack. And he will attack again because they are debuffed. So even though he's gear 9, he's doing almost 18,000 damage on this Separatist team because he's already got his payout. So let's see if we can get a debuff there. All right, and what is this? Health pack? I don't know. Dooku. All right, let's put some more work on Ezra. Now everybody was debuffed. He did 18.5. I think this stuns. I forget. I don't know the droid super well. All right, let's put this over here. Now, Jango under Newt is a classic and really strong team because you put this extortion out there on the field, which makes Newt go faster and hit harder, and the enemies go slower and hit more gently. But if they pay the extortion, then you get profit, which makes you do more damage. So Jango is just becoming more and more dangerous. He gets 2 turns of damage immunity at the beginning of the fight, and then as the fight drags on and they start paying this extortion, his profit makes him just go up and up. Okay, do the basic over here. So we should have just looked at that. I wish I would have thought that through. Ooh, I've got the chat off. Is Watt defense smart with those tech? He's smart with the tank tech. He will put it on the strongest tank. If there's no tank, then who knows who's gonna put it on. I think he puts the tank tech out first every time. I don't know what the order is from there. So you gotta kind of set him up for doing the right thing. He'll just do random stuff if you don't set him up for doing the right thing. All right, 16,000. See, he's doing less damage because there's fewer enemies to attack. But a 3v3 team, you guys. Jango, Newt as the leader, Jango and B1. Oh my gosh, that is one of the most deadly and devastating 3v3 teams Remember that if you've got those 3 tunes and you want an amazing team, you definitely want to put them on defense. You will get holds. That is a deceptively very good team. Very good team. All right, let's get rid of this team, and then we will look at one more fight with Jango. I'm loving Watt, you guys. Jango is just, he's the killer. He just goes out there and he kills them. And when you put his Zeta on, you can fight Night Sisters and they don't come back. You can fight Jedi and they won't come back with Jolie. Any of these guys that revive, you can shut them down. Mon Mothma, not doing any reviving. Belias says, doesn't he go left to right? I do not know. I do not know, Belias. So you're saying, does he give out the tech from left to right? Let's find out. Well, that was a tank tech first. Let's see what he does next. Health pack. And then he's going to do the weapon tech last. Who's he going to put the weapon tech on? Put the weapon tech on Jango. So that seems pretty intelligent. Right? I mean, the tank tech definitely makes sense that he does that first. I wonder if he does the health pack next every time. He probably does. I think he's got coding as to what he puts where and why. He might put the health pack on the weakest combined health and protection. Coleman Trebor, B1 or B2? It's B1. You want to put B1 with them because B1, here's the thing about that team. It's tough to kill. It's tough to kill because B1, you have to attack him, I don't know, 12 times or something to kill him. Jango is impossible to kill for 2 turns. And Newt, you have to kill twice. When he dies the first time, he comes back. So if you make him thick, which you don't want to have like a super baby Newt, I mean, it'll still work if you have like a really strong Jango. But ideally, you've got some thickness to him, and so you have to kill them all multiple times. And in the meantime, B1 is wrecking your world, Jango's wrecking your world, and Newt is extorting you like crazy. All right, let's see what he does this time. Tank tech first. Probably, if he repeats the health pack, then it's probably, yeah, it's probably repeatable. So if you want to put a team with Watt on defense and you wanted to test and see what he's going to do, you could probably just go into your Galactic War like we're doing and see. See, that would be a good, this would be a good setup for this team. Put this team on defense. Obviously, I'd want a thicker Magna Guard because this Magna Guard is super baby Magna Guard. But yeah, I mean, this team's doing good work. Yeah, you meant the tech. Tank to the tank, heal to the support, and last to attacker. Okay, that makes sense, Belias. That makes sense. So that's enough for Jango. There's just one more thing I wanted to talk about. Specifically is his last 2 abilities, which I have not mentioned yet. I just want to cover it, and then we'll talk about his modding, and then we will move on to the next section here. We talked about the Notorious Reputation. We talked about his payout. Conflagration. This inflicts burning, which if he's in the leadership ability, remember that prevents turn meter gain. But here's the other thing about it. This is a tactical move. You want to use Conflagration, even though it's an AoE. Whoever you're targeting will lose 25% max health if they were suffering a debuff. All right? So if there's somebody that's really tanky that you're trying to reduce their max health, it permanently reduces their max health during the fight. You want to aim it at whoever you're trying to reduce the max health on. Now this is resistible, so potency on Jango's not a bad idea, but it's hard to put anything but offense on this guy. Offense, offense, offense. But potency on Jango's a good idea because this is resistible and it can be very tactical. Somebody like Gas, you want to put this on, do this on Gas. Target Gas, you're going to reduce his max health, make him easier to kill in the final showdown. Unless you're just disintegrating him out of there, in which case, I don't know, put it on 5s or something. Galactic Legends, I mean, I don't know who's using Bounty Hunters to kill Galactic Legends, but you reduce their max health. Oh wait, no, Galactic Legends, they just lose 10% tenacity, which, that's significant. If that makes it easier to land those ability blocks on Galactic Legends, that could be helpful. that could be helpful. So Conflagration is a really good ability. It's not just an AoE burning, it's also reducing that max health. And then Shrapnel Blast, it deals damage to the target enemy and a random enemy. So it's a big hit. This is his big shot. This is basically his Annihilate. He damages the target enemy and a random enemy, and he inflicts healing immunity and stagger on the target enemy, which are good debuffs. This is a good way to kill that pesky crew who you just can't kill because he keeps on surviving. Put this healing immunity on him and you'll be able to work him down after that. Plus, you can use this to reduce his max health if he's debuffed and make him easier and easier to kill. Jango will help you kill those pesky crews, which I know we've all struggled with in the past. Now, how do you mod him? Offense, speed, and potency. I mean, you know, you guys saw the potency here, potency here. I don't think this does a debuff. No, it just attacks if the enemy is debuffed. It attacks twice. So this needs potency, and because he has 100% defense penetration, the more offense you give him, the more he will one-shot people. And if you get his Notorious Reputation maxed out, then he will cause revives to not happen. And even though that might not seem that good, it is really clutch, you guys. In Grand Arenas, when you got a team that just revives, you bring in Jango under Separatists or under Bounty Hunters or in his own lead, and he will start shutting down those revives. Can we get a big shot emote here? We might need one. That's why I use the big shot emote for voting for Jango, because he does. He's got a big shot. So he is one of my favorite characters. You wouldn't know it by looking at his gear, but I'm working on him. Slowly but surely, we're going to get him up. Healing immunity also works against Savior. Okay, Night Snipe, clutch addition there. So when you get somebody down to 1% health, instead of going up to 100% health and protection, they'll stay at 1% health, which will be an easy way to finish them off. Very nice. They won't be able to heal back to full. Very nice, very nice. There you go, potency on Jango. It could really help you out. But I would probably go potency in the secondaries. That cross, like, just real quick. I keep saying we're gonna move on, but I'm having too much fun. Where's he at? Jango, my man. There you are. All right. So when you're talking about mods for Jango, I already said speed, offense, and potency. You're gonna want a speed arrow, right? You're gonna want crit damage here on the triangle. And then, you know, speed, potency, whatever you can get down here. Here, I really think you're going to want offense. And Jango is a great candidate if you got it geared up high enough for these 6-dot mods to get these offense numbers, at least here for the crit damage, and then here for the extra offense. If you 6-dot those 3 mods, that can really help him out. When you're trying to decide between health and protection, generally with Jango, you want to choose health. And that is because in one of those abilities you saw, he has, I think it's 50% extra health, so he gets more survivability from health. The reason I have him with protection is because I run him under Bosk currently, and Bosk wants his guys to have protection because they not only get bonus protection, but they get extra defense as long as they have protection. So I got protection on Jango here, but in the future, if I start running him under Separatists instead of Bosk, I'm going to be switching this to health for sure. See, I got a little potency here, a little health, a little speed. These mods are not good. My Jango's not good, but what do you want? This is an early game account, right? We do what we can. But just look right here, 50% max health. So mod him for health, unless you're running him under Bosk. Mod him for health, mod him for damage and speed. And he's going to give himself 30 extra speed, not 30% speed if you run him in the lead. Alright, so that is the Jango character spotlight. That took way longer than I thought it would, but that's okay because we still have time for a very exciting roster spotlight of our man Coleman Trebor. He's been waiting forever. I've been putting it off, and it's time to finally take a look at this account, and I'm super excited. So let's see what he's got in store for us. Roster Spotlight is an opportunity to show the world your roster. Now, I will be happy to answer any questions you have, and I can give you any guidance if you want, but primarily, I just want to enjoy and appreciate the work that you've done to put together the teams that you put together. And already I can see amazing, amazing work. Look at this. Relic 5, CLS, all 3 Zetas. All 3 Zetas. I love it. He's only got 3, right? I don't think he's got 4. Yeah, all 3 Zetas. Amazing. All 3 of CLS's Zetas are great, and you should definitely get them. Chewie, Relic 3, amazing, with 2 Zetas. And then Han Solo with his Zeta. So good. So good. C-3PO, I don't know which of his Zetas are good, but I'll be willing to bet you know what you're doing, Coleman, and you've got the right Zeta on 3PO. But C-3PO at 7 stars, that Ewoks are a grind. I know that they're a grind. This raid can take forever to get. You got your bounty hunters for your Chewie, and then your 3PO and Chewie is a hard farm, and he's only pretty recently been put on double drops. So I'm sure you were farming him while he was on single drops. This is a long grind right here. Coleman Trebor says, I'm here to answer any questions. Well, wonderful. I'm admiring your arena squad right now. Let's take a look at your fleets. Let's take a look at your fleets. Look at that 7-star Houndstooth. That's so good. That's so good. I'm still trying to get mine up right now. Slave 1, 7 stars. Vader, 7 stars. Are you going for the finalizer? Yeah, look at you. You must be going for the finalizer. You got Kylo Ren's command shuttle to 6. Wow, you got the Emperor's shuttle. That's cool. I've never had this ship before. I've never had that ship before. Rey's Millennium Falcon. You got your Geos to 7 stars. I love to see it. I love to see it. You got Biggs and Wedge, so you're running a Rebel fleet and a Tarkin fleet, it looks like. Yep, your Xanadu Blood, TIE Silencer. You must be going for that. Yeah, your First Order TIE Fighter. You must be going for that SLKR, baby. I love it. I love it. Leah says, do you face GLs in Malak and Bronzium 5? Excellent question. I would also like to know. I would also like to know. Jedi Consular, 7 stars. This Phoenix ship is almost 7 stars. Scimitar. Okay, nice. Very nice. So you're getting close to the Millennium Falcon. Look at you. You've already got the Han Solo and the Chewbacca. So you only have to get 1 more star here. You have to get 2 more stars here. You've already got the Houndstooth up and the Slave 1 up. So yeah, you've only got a couple of more stars and you're going to have your Millennium Falcon at 5 stars. That's going to be cool. That's going to be really cool. Who do we have for capital ships? Oh yeah, 7-star Executrix. Gear 12 Tarkin. I love it. And the Home 1. Good choice. Oh, and the Chimera too. Okay, nice. Very nice. And the Chimera, you're probably limited here by your Home 1, right? Which isn't quite 7 stars. And yeah, your Ghost and Phantom. So your Chimera, you're gonna have the Executrix and the Chimera and the Home 1, and your Endurance is almost 7 stars too. Going for Millennium Falcon indeed. Oh baby. I'm not going for SLKR. Actually, most of those are ships I got before GLs existed. Well, dude, consider it. Consider it. You are well on your way for the Finalizer capital ship. The Finalizer capital ship is one of the longest grinds. I don't want to speak out of turn here, but it's one of the things that usually holds people up for that SLKR farm. You got this one done. You got this one done. You got this one done. This one is almost done. What else we got here? This one's got a long way to go, but that's fine. This one is done. This one is done. This one's not needed. I think that's it. Yeah, Special Forces TIE Fighter is not needed. The pilot is for SLKR, but this ship is not needed for the Finalizer. Consider it, man. Just put that bug in your. I don't know who you're farming right now. Who are you farming right now? That's a question that I want to know. How many hard farms? We farm 5 hard farms. A lot of people farm 2. Where do you fall in that area, and what are you farming right now? I'm interested to know. Your ships are beautiful. Let's take a look at your characters. CLS and Chewbacca, 2 very good top tunes to have at the top of your roster. I love it. 2.3 million. We forgot to do the thing we love to do. Let's look at your stats. Let's look at your stats. Look at the gear donated. Whoa! 1,565 pieces of donated gear. Dude, you are generous. You are a generous man. You are generous, Coleman. That's awesome. That's the kind of guy you want to have in your guild right there. Somebody that is generous. Look at this, man. A good R2-D2. Good boss. This Bosk is nearly relicked. I don't know if you're going for relics on Bosk, but that's good. Han Solo. Oh, he's so close to relic. Oh my gosh. He's going to be your next relic, I bet. I bet he's going to be your next one. So good. Mon Mothma, Chupio, and both ships for the Millennium Falcon. Perfect. 4 hard farms. That's beautiful. You're able to balance that pretty well. And it looks like you're pushing in fleets, knocking on that top 50 where you can be getting those extra crystals. I don't know. I'm guessing your fleet shard is pretty old because this looks like a solid fleet. Just keep pushing, man. You're doing great. You're knocking on. Maybe you can get top 50 and maybe you get knocked back to 84. But those extra crystals will help those farms. You got your Geos. Amazing. Your Darth Vader. All 3 relics on. I mean, all 3 Zetas on him. You've got some nice Zetas. Both Zetas on Padme. Palpatine Zeta. Thrawn Zeta. I like the Thrawn Zeta. Kylo. Jango. You got your Jango better than ours. For sure. For sure. Oh, you got Baze and Chirrut. Nice. You got Nihilus, baby. Were you the one saying in Discord earlier that it would be interesting if they did a Nihilus capital ship because you've already got him 7 stars? That's a long farm right there. 7-star Nihilus. Yeah, let's look at your Ewoks. I want to see, because already what I'm seeing with these Ewoks is that they're not as high gear. These are pretty low gear Ewoks for completing that challenge. That's impressive. I know people have done it with less, but still, I'm impressed. Do you have the Omicron here? You've got the Omicron? Yes, you got the Omicron on Chief Chirpa. What do you think of it? What do you like it? How does it work for you? How does it work for you? Coleman Trebor. I think to beat top 50, I will need to be able to beat Negotiator. Oh, wow. Okay. That's a stiff step up. That's a stiff step up. I don't think we're going to be able to reliably beat Negotiator or Malevolence until we get our Executrix 7-star. But you guys see, we're putting relics on our pilots. You got to go all in on fleets if you're going to make it. You got to go all in on fleets. Yeah, that was you talking about Nihilus. Well, dude, this is a very impressive level of gear on your Ewoks to get your 3PO. You must have been working on this for a while. Do you know the secret of Paplu? It looks like you know the secret of Paplu. 73 speed on Paplu. It's hard to get speed on him, but you got a speed set. Fast Paplu, you guys. This guy knows the secret. This guy knows the secret. The faster you get your Paplu, it's the faster your team's going to get up and running. Because he has 25% speed whenever he does not have taunt active, and he does not start with taunt. So he starts the fight. He's only running at 175 speed, but then if you take in Chirpa's lead is a certain amount of speed, plus 25% added to this, he's going a lot faster than you think he is. Today, my Ewoks got a weaker team without them taking a turn, and they also held once on defense earlier. Amazing. So you're liking that Omicron. You're liking it. Nice. Very, very, very nice. Do you mind if I look at some of your mods? Is that pressing too much? I don't want to pry too much, but I would love to see some of your mods. You got your Phoenix team. I didn't even pay attention. You've got your Thrawn 7 stars. You got your Thrawn 7 stars. I want a 7-star Thrawn, you guys. I definitely want a 7-star Thrawn. You got your 7-star Thrawn. Let's take a look at your Phoenix. So many long farms on this account already. Very nice. So it's kind of like a Phoenix squad geared up about what everybody says to do, but a little bit more work on Ezra to help you get there. I think that's really smart. Because Ezra, you can use him on a lot of other teams. A lot of other Jedi teams. No, for sure, look at them. Okay. Let's look at some of these mods. Let's look at some of these mods, and let's turn this music back on because it's trying to turn off on us. Okay. So, if it's okay with you, what I'd like to do is check the speed and see who your fastest. Ooh, a fast R2-D2. Nice. Let's see. How fast is this? 124. Oh my gosh. That is the fastest R2-D2 I've ever seen. I'm not saying that's the fastest R2-D2 out there, but I've never seen one that's faster. And he's got all the Zetas. Who do you run R2 with? Was this who you were running before you got 3PO? Did you recently get 3PO? Because R2 was really good under CLS. If you don't Phoenix at low level, you never will. Yeah? True. But if you don't Phoenix, then you can't Thrawn. But Thrawn has fallen out of favor, isn't he? Thrawn has fallen out of favor. That is a zippy R2-D2. I'm just curious. Do you have resistance? Oh, I bet you run him with your Padme, don't you? You probably run him with your Padme. He's mean with resistance. You got resistance too? Look at you. So you are close to Jedi Training Rey. What do you lack? What do you lack for Jedi Training Rey? I don't see that you lack. Is it Resistance Trooper? Resistance Trooper is all you lack for Jedi Training Rey? Oh, no, you got to have the vets. I forgot. You got to have the vets for Jedi Training Rey. He's really good. Him, BB-8, Finn and Scav, I don't know, with Jedi Training Rey. I mean, the Resistance heroes are better with Jedi Training Rey, but you can just take the guys you have right now, put them with JTR, and you'll be in good shape. Is R2 better under CLS or Padme? That's a difficult question to answer. R2, I would say, is not the best for either the CLS team or the Padme team, but he is really good in both teams. So I would say if you've got C-3PO, C-3PO's better in CLS than R2, and he's better in Padme than R2. But obviously you can't have two C-3POs. So R2 does really well in the Padme team and the CLS team. The reason why he's so versatile is because I think it's number crunch. Yeah, he gets bonuses for Galactic Republic allies, Rebel allies, and Resistance allies. So whoever he's with, he's getting bonuses, and then he gives these bonuses to Droid, Galactic Republic, Rebel, and Resistance allies. He gives all these bonuses after he's gotten these bonuses from the team. So he's just really versatile. And this smokescreen ability is very tactical. You can use this really in really intelligent ways. In fact, there's people who use this with Galactic Legends Rey to make it to where Kat on the enemy team cannot annihilate who she wants because she cannot force leap somebody who's in stealth. So you just smokescreen Rey, maybe you run him with Rey, you smokescreen Rey, and she tries to force leap Rey, and it doesn't kill her because she's a Galactic Legend. And R2-D2 has then saved a member of your team from getting force leaped. So he's really good with a lot of teams, but he's not the best in any team. That's what I hate about what they've done with him. But it's R2-D2, right? You got to have him. You got to run him somewhere. One question I had is what to do after my current focus, Jedi Knight Revan. Go for Darth Revan, Shot Clones, or Jedi Training Rey? That's an excellent question. Let's take another look at your roster. We'll look at everybody. Let's set this back to normal. So your current focus is Jedi Knight Revan. Fantastic focus. Fantastic. So what should you go for next? Darth Revan, Shot Clones, or Jedi Training Rey? Well, let me ask you some questions. I'm going to feel terrible if, let's just see. Okay, tell me about Skywalkers Unite. I thought that said Skywalker's Unit. I'm like, what? Skywalker's Unit? Oh my goodness. Skywalker's Unite. Okay, tell me about Skywalker's Unite. Are you guys running Dark Side GOTB? Are you running Light Side GOTB? Are you guys able to pass the Sith Triumvirate raid? I will let you answer those questions, but that really would determine what you should go for next. Because for me, when I'm deciding what to go for next, it is 100% decided by what's going to earn me the most income from my account. And if I'm looking at this account, I am not necessarily seeing an amazing Sith Triumvirate Raid team, which means that if your guild is doing the Sith Triumvirate Raid, you are probably not getting in the top 10 of the Sith Triumvirate Raid. That is always going to be your goal, to get in the top 10, because that's where all the juicy rewards are. So of the people that you mentioned, Shock Clones is going to be the best for the Sith Triumvirate Raid. Still running Hoth for both, but we are getting her. Okay, Sith Raid regularly. Okay, nice. So I would say Shock Clones would be the best. Now, Jedi Knight Revan, who you're going for next, is very good in the Sith Raid, especially in Phase 1. He's really good in all the phases, but a lot of teams have difficulty dealing damage in Phase 1. Jedi Training Rey is also good in Phase 1. Not as good as Jedi Knight Revan, but the best team of the ones you mentioned is definitely Shock Clones. But if you're still doing Hoth for both, then you're a long way from needing a Shock Clones team for Cam Shards. You're a long way from needing Shock Clones for Cam Shards. So I would say whichever one sounds the most fun. Jedi Training Rey is going to confuse your opponents the most because they don't understand her kit. She's not popular right now. She's a very solid team. She's not popular right now. So if you're looking for tricky teams to put in Grand Arena that people don't know how to deal with, Jedi Training Rey is a good option. She's also good in Territory Wars, and she's good in the Sith Raid too if you run her with 3PO, R2, Finn, the tank Finn, and who's the other one? I don't remember who the other one is for that team. Let's see. Stalma Oosboof, good to see people out there helping Swuggle players. So much in-game content. Nice to hear something different. Thumbs up for you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Definitely. Yeah, I'm all about the early game. I want to help early game players. I'm going to go to sleep now. It's 1 a.m. See you, Night Snipe. See you, my friend. Darth Revan would be the best for GAC, though. That is true. That is true. And if you get Jedi Knight Revan, then you can get Darth Revan and then have them both built up and go for Malak. So that's a very good decision. That's a very good decision. But think of it this way. I'm still going to say Shock Clones. That's not any kind of mandate. That's just my recommendation. I think that if you go for what builds your account faster, which would be good rewards from the Sith Raid, will build your account faster, then a little bit better in Grand Arena. Because, yes, you want to build good teams for Grand Arena for sure, so that you can get a higher crystal payout. But it's hard to put a crystal price on the kind of gear that you get out of the Sith Raid if you get in the top 10. You'd have to commit to that Shock Clones team. You'd have to commit, probably Relic 7 on 5s, probably at least Relic 0 on the rest, if not like Relic 3 to Relic 5 on the rest. If you really commit, you can get, probably 40 million damage in Phase 1, and if you time it right and do Phase 2, start in Phase 2, you can finish out the entire raid from the end of Phase 2 all the way through the entire raid with your Shock Clones if you time it right and if you gear and mod them well. So I mean, you could really crank up the damage of the Sith Raid with the Shock Clones, and even though that would put Darth Revan further away, it would make it faster to gear up Darth Revan once you get him, because you got more gear coming in. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say. Night Snipe, I have Jedi Knight Revan and am now going for Darth Revan 2, and that's probably the best. Okay, good feedback. I mean, Jedi Knight Revan into Darth Revan into Malak is super strong. You guys just saw it stomped me in Grand Arena. I had no answer for it. I couldn't. There's nothing I could do. And that guy is gonna get the win for this round, which is going to be a certain amount of crystals. He might get the win for the whole 3-man thing, which is 750 crystals. So there's definitely opportunities for both paths, both ways to go. So yeah, BB-8, 3PO, R2-D2, JTR, and Finn. These two, and Jedi Training Rey. That's the Phase 1 Rey team. You can get like 8 million, maybe 12 million with it, depending on how you gear them. I don't know. Mine were always Gear 11, Gear 12. If you could put them into relics, you might be able to do a good bit more than 12 million. But yeah, I'd probably say JTR is probably the worst option of those. Shaka is the best, and Darth Revan is always a good idea. Always a good idea. Well, thank you so much for letting us look at your beautiful account, Coleman, my friend, and thank you for your patience, and thank you for waiting. And thank you guys all so much for joining the stream today. I wanted to do so much more, and we've already gone 15 minutes over, but I think we're out of time. I think we said we were going to do one more conquest battle. Let's see. One more conquest battle, just for fun. Just for fun. Remember, you guys, I stream every... Which way are we going? Top or bottom? We're going bottom. I stream every Wednesday and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to put in our Geos. Coleman Trebor. Jedi Training Rey is the worst, but the closest. Here's the thing about Jedi Training Rey, Coleman. All the other teams you mentioned really want relics. They really want probably Relic 3, Relic 5, you know? But Jedi Training Rey at Gear 11 has so much turn meter control that she can really mess up your opponent. I mean, she can really mess up your opponent. So, I don't know if she's the closest and it would feel good to complete something. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe the answer is to get Jedi Training Rey, get her to like Gear 11, and then let's get him out of here so those revives stop. And then you have another team that's maybe good for offense, turn meter controlling the enemy until they just can't do anything about it. These Geos are a beautiful thing, you guys. They're a beautiful thing. Although Darth Revan is close too, maybe he is faster. Well, remember, Coleman, you want to play the game however is fun for you. If getting new tunes is what's fun for you, then definitely go for whoever's closest. But I am a fan of taking one team and building it up very strong so that it can compete at the peak levels. You know, you can get tier 10 on the Galactic Conquest. You can do normal mode all the way to the end in regular Conquest. You know, you can put your team down in Territory War and the whole enemy field throws everything they got at it and they just can't get through. I mean, that's, to me, taking a team and building it up really big is better than just getting a lot of teams. But it's entirely about how you want to play. There's people who play as collectors and they're really good at it. They're just getting all these new teams and they could do a lot with their account that I can't do because they have a lot more teams than I have. I still don't even have one fully relic team yet. So it's just what do you enjoy? What do you enjoy about the game? Play the game how you enjoy it. Burl's Wizard, hello. Sorry I'm so late. It's all right. You were just in time, my friend. Just in time. Do you think your Geos can take out that Darth Revan team? Are you talking about in Grand Arena? I think maybe. But I'm not certain. I don't. This particular Darth, if this is the team you're talking about, then what I would do is I would go after Sith Empire Trooper with a basic from Soldier, and then I would try to Silent Strike Bastila Shan out of there. If I was able to pull that off, then I think that there would be a chance that they could beat this team. But I didn't think that he was going to put both of his best teams on defense, but he obviously going hard on defense is really strong. Really strong. Better late than never. Yeah, Dioji says overtime. Well, it's time for the overtime to end. We're going to end this stream the way we started it with our Wookiee mask. You guys, thank you so much for joining the stream. I got to take my earphones off for this. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I have a lot of fun with you guys. And we'll see you guys in the next one. And don't forget, Jesus loves you.